boom, 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 boom. It's the big blue couch. It's blue and it's white and it's blue again. Big blue couch.
Sweet taters.
The sweet taters.
Sweet taters.
The sweet taters.
And now, it's time for the Sweet Potato Podcast featuring Matt and Theron.
So hello everyone, we are joined today by Big Brother 23's runner-up, Derek Frazier. Can we clap for Derek Frazier, everybody?
Claps for Derek.
Yay!
Also known as Big D.
Thank you. Did y'all hit the record button?
Oh, we hit the record button. Yeah, it's a lot of dead air. I probably should have. Whatever.
Thank you guys for having me. First of all, the name itself, the sweet potato.
Mhm.
I love it. To be honest, you would have thought I thought I was gonna walk in here, it's gonna be some black people with the sweet potato.
I know.
I thought y'all gonna have some sweet potato ready to go.
Yeah,
I
we
was
have
expecting
we have a
this.
cooking segment. Yeah, we were all ready. Yeah. No, we named it this when we were kids, like
Okay.
really young.
I'm talking like
Like
second grade, like we
7
were
or
like
8.
7 years old.
Wait, I love that.
we
were like-
yeah.
We were like, hey, we should start we wanted to start like a YouTube like empire.
Yeah.
And we were gonna have like a gaming channel and a vlogs channel. And we're like, we should call it the Sweet Potato. We should call it Sweet Potato.
Sweet Potato
Okay.
Gaming. Yeah.
And now
Uh,
flash forward like 10 years, and we're like, we should actually start a podcast and we could call it that because you know
Yeah.
that's what we were gonna call it. So it's a little throwback to that.
I always
Yeah,
say
I love that.
the reason we started this podcast was because I was scrolling online and I saw a news article about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore drama, and I said we got to talk about this. We have to have a segment called the Bravo Breakdown, and then we just like put episode 1 out.
I love this. This is so refreshing.
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And I'm a housewife. I'm Atlanta. I'm OG Atlanta. I'm not a newbie Atlanta anymore. But yeah, I do love the housewives, so now I'm more of a Potomac. I don't really want to say Potomac is hard anymore because how can I say? It just went downhill for me. So
Yeah.
I really want to say I'm a Salt Lake City girl.
Yes.
Salt Lake City girl since the beginning. They're making up for me losing my Nene Leakes. So I am very happy to have at least one franchise where I'm gonna get what I want.
I know Nene. I don't know, but she's getting better with NBC Peacock. So one day, hopefully,
I
we
think
get
if
to
they
see the
really want
return.
to save, I think if they really want to save the franchise, I think it's just smart to bring her straight
Yeah.
up. I think it's
Yeah.
very, very smart to bring her back, but I just feel like they're not going to.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it. They're not smart.
Well, this new season it's actually really good. It's very refreshing. I thought the premiere was okay, but I thought last episode I really liked it. I like the newbies. I love Shamia being the glue of everybody.
Okay. Okay.
I am missing Candy a little bit, but we'll get over that.
Oh, she need to go figure out what's going on with the restaurant. Okay, we ain't got time for that. She need to go figure. How about we go make some beats? No, I don't have time for. I'm sorry, you just can't get me into it because the fact that I feel like when a franchise is sinking, it just makes sense. Just make up with Nene. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
so many
they
other
need it.
housewives that are problematic that you can make up for. She shouldn't be someone off your list. You should pay her what she wants, and she's gonna give you what you want.
Well, that's what I'm saying is put her up in Scotland in May, get her
I
up
would love
there.
that.
Oh, that would be so. Oh my
Could
god.
you imagine?
Oh my god, I would.
on the Traitors?
What if we get
Wow.
a Nene versus Star Jones up in that turret? If you ever anyone got to watch that Nene Leakes versus Star Jones, Celebrity Apprentice, reading her to filth. We need that in the round table. in my
Okay.
opinion.
You know what?
Tell you.
I 100% would be down for that. I think it comes down to how you spin it. But it would be good because like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Nene had one-liners. So it's like, what are we doing? Like I just find it very interesting that we're not being smart here. But that's just, I mean, a lot of networks are not being smart.
No.
With
Yeah.
things we're doing anyway. So it's okay.
Yeah. We need some more frick and fraud declassing the show. Yeah, it's just, I love it.
Let's cheers to the girls' weekend.
Cheers, bitch.
You better watch those B words, bitch.
I'm telling you, if you're ever sad, anybody look up Nene Leakes compilation online, and you'll be fine. Like,
and it's like the fact that they're so long and there's so many of them, and every Nene Leakes compilation I've watched, there's always something new in that. There's always new clips. It's like so much television potential there, like so much entertainment value. Just bring her back. Just bring her back.
It's wild to me. It's literally wild what we're doing. So
close you like some married man trash box. Yeah, bring it all back. Bring it all back. Okay.
Oh my! Listen, there's just so many. I just remember her just being waiting. Hold a minute, glasses. Hold on, glasses. Like just so many. Like, and her bob was tight. Okay. Somewhere where your puppet master can tell you what to do.
Her versus Claudia was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole entire has left your body. You have nothing left.
One of my favorite Marlo quotes is Cynthia, you bald-headed scallywag.
And that's another thing. Like, y'all brought on Marlo, which I was excited for.
Yeah.
But I think Marlo calmed herself down because she wanted to be able to secure a spot.
Yeah.
And I hate that because I wanted the Marlo who was like, that's what I was waiting for. I wasn't expecting this, like, I don't know who the fuck it was, to be honest.
I don't know. Marlo, it always seemed like she was all about the chase, and then when she got it,
it
just wasn't. She was just obsessed with like Kenya and obsessed with Candy, and it just like was not good. But also, you could maybe say Marlo without Nene might not be the best version of Marlo.
No, true. Let me tell you, the best casting, I don't care what anyone says, the best casting, I think, is season 10.
Season 10, yep.
Is the best casting in all franchises.
I agree.
It was they had everyone there, and it made the best season ever. So it's like, you can bring back Kim and Nene.
Nene. I mean, look at Kim.
Kim has so much stuff going on. You could bring back Kim and Nene, and it would blow up.
Even
franchise.
Eva was a friend of season 10, and since then she went on Ultimate Trip, which was pretty good. Her and Phaedra are good friends. We got she went through a divorce, I'm pretty sure. She's trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know, just like that season 10 cast was really good. Other than, I mean, if they could do it again, Kenya might need a little bit of a break, but
I tell you, I don't need Kenya back. Now let's put Kenya, now with the treatment that you're giving Nene, give Kenya that thing, and let's move on. Let's bring back Kim. Let's bring back Nene. Let's bring back Sheree. Let's have them back in this whole cast with Phaedra and Portia and the new girls. Let's bring them all back and let's do it.
Think about it.
Like,
Phaedra hasn't, I mean, other than this season, we haven't seen her yet. She hasn't been back since any of that freaking frack Candy drama has gone on. So,
but they're bringing her back because they know it will help their ratings, which is smart. But I still don't know if I care. I love Phaedra. I will watch her because I care about her. Maybe I don't know if I still want to watch her without some of the other old girls there.
Yeah,
that's how
I don't know.
Candy can go. I've been waiting for Candy to go, and I want to ask you, what's the best Ultimate Girls Trip season?
2. Bluestone Manor.
Yeah. Look, I tell everybody.
That's easy.
I tell everybody. I say, if you want to see the best,
the
best Real Housewife anything, is Ultimate Girls Trip.
Ultimate Girls Trip 2.
The everything with like Brandy.
It's
so entertaining.
To answer your question,
that's so entertaining.
The best season might be the unreleased season 5.
Oh,
it might be the.
Isn't that crazy? They have a whole season in their
Right.
vault
Well,
and
yeah.
cannot show it.
Well, Gretchen said that she said recently that Gretchen from OC said that we might see it in the next few years, but also Gretchen's a liar, so who knows?
Yeah, I think we definitely should show it because I mean, how else can you keep the ratings up with Bravo? Salt Lake City is carrying the whole entire.
Yeah,
franchise.
they really are.
And I will say OC last year was really good. OC
See, I can't get into OC. And
There's a
maybe
lot.
one day I can't I can't get into OC and I can't get into New York. It took me a lot to get into Potomac, and then I regret getting into Potomac because of the fact like the people I like end up leaving, and I
Yeah.
don't like that. Like I'm invested now. It's like Karen's gone, and now
Yeah.
Candace was also gone, and I just hate losing people. I love Wendy, but it's like. I hate what's unfold with Wendy and Karen. Like I'm just like it makes me frustrated. It makes me feel like I don't want to keep watching these things because at least with Atlanta, these girls are on for a while. I can invest. Salt Lake City, I can invest. Like I feel that way.
Yeah, I started New York on Dorinda's first season, and then I watched them all. I really like from Dorinda season to like 13 with the OGs.
Okay.
This new cast, it's just not the same show. It is a totally different show, and it's one of the worst seasons.
I'm not a fan of rebooting. I'm not a fan of rebooting.
Yeah, no.
Like just get rid of it as a whole. Don't reboot things because when you try to reboot things, it doesn't come back sometimes the same.
I like a Miami style reboot where we keep a few. It's kind of like a Miami Atlanta style reboot where we keep some OGs, bring some newbies in.
Yes.
And then, bring back people. The full reboot, it's not.
Yeah, but like if it's not working with the people who are already established, then cutting all of them and then bringing in completely new people it's not going to work.
It's not smart.
It's just not. It doesn't make sense.
Just like what you're trying. I also would say this: Jersey is top tier for me. I love Jersey. I know people are like, I'm so tired of Melissa and Teresa drama. I'm not tired of it. I just get tired of everybody else who want to try to put their little pigtail, poke tails, fucking piggy tails, Margaret involved. Everybody else, I love it. Let's keep it going because here's the thing: they built the franchise. Teresa carried the franchise throughout years. So it's like if you're going to reboot it, I think you should still keep Teresa. You still keep Melissa.
Yep.
I believe I'm saying that. You still keep Dolores.
Dolo.
You still keep Dolores. And then guess what? I would have kept those that Rachel and Jackie. Oh, what's her name? Jackie? No, what's her name?
Jackie or Danielle?
Danielle?
No, who's the one who was friends with Teresa?
Oh, Jen Aiden.
Yes,
Jen.
Hell yeah, Jen Aiden was providing receipts and drama and stuff. Like you keep these people, and then you just add some newbies in. That's all you gotta do. It's weird.
I truly think if they were, this is crazy. I'm saying this. Take the last New Jersey cast, give them a year off, and you say,
"Agree,
y'all better make up, or we're gonna start cutting you." And if you don't make up, then you're gonna get cut. That's simple.
That's it. Give them a year off. Give them a year off. Say, hey, look. We're going to keep you guys, but y'all need to figure out your lives, figure out what's going on. Maybe y'all can take some time off camera, making some relationships with each other, talking some things out, and figuring it the hell out.
If Teresa would admit...
Teresa and Melissa, they know where the money is. They will make the fuck up.
Exactly. If Teresa...
And they will be like they were before.
If Teresa will admit her wrongdoing and Melissa will admit her wrongdoing, you can coexist. You don't have to be friends.
Yeah.
If you don't even have to fight. You can be at the same party.
I agree, but I mean, how long is that gonna?
Well, with those two, it's not. But
it's Joe who's the problem.
It is really the husbands that are adding.
It is really the husbands, but it really is the husbands. If you would take, that's why I'm not a fan when husbands are involved in the Housewives.
Yeah,
like I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to see your husband. I want to see. There's only two men. And the damn, maybe three, but two men top tier that I want to see on my damn screen. And that is that damn Evan from fucking Housewives of New Jersey.
Evan Goldstein.
And Mauricio from fucking Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Those are the men I want to see. I don't want to see the rest of these other motherfuckers. I'm good for it.
I agree, although I do like Frank Catania. I have a soft spot for Frank Catania.
I guess.
The one thing I will say and this is one of the reasons why Jersey is or at least was my favorite franchise, is that the husbands get so involved and they act just as petty and like into the drama. And like sometimes when they just start fighting over stupid things, and it can kind of be entertaining. And I'm like, you're really gonna get into a fight about this, and they get physical sometimes.
Until the last few seasons, the husband
and like I'm thinking of when Joe Gorga started pounding the table with the cheese plate, and he flipped the cheese plate, and it's like, it's kind of entertaining.
I appreciate it, but that's what I'm saying. But that's why you gotta make. But I just feel like the husbands should not be this involved. You know,
right?
I'm watching the show to watch women fight.
Exactly.
I'm not watching to watch the husbands fight. If the husbands want to fight, then let's give them their own Real House Husbands of da-da-da, or a talk show afterwards, or a recap with the husbands, allow them to follow them or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Or give them their own episode where they play as the wives and they go through, like, cool, but like having them involved and stuff, I'm over it.
I don't think it. I do agree. I don't think it should take away from that's where it becomes a problem. Like, it's fine if they're still getting like the housewives enough time, but when it starts to take away from them, then it becomes an issue.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like,
I agree.
Teresa and Melissa's downfall, I do believe, is Louis and Joe Gorga.
Of course.
Watch Teresa when Joe Giudice went away.
Gone. Yeah,
it's some of the best Teresa we have, because she was calm, and when she fought, she was defending herself.
Yeah,
but now it's.
Yeah, I don't care for Joe Giudice. I don't care for Louis. Louis makes me angry because
Louis bad.
I so team Teresa, but Louis just like fucks all up. Like,
everything about him is just like there's like something very off and wrong.
Louis
feeling.
He gives Margaret wins.
Yeah,
he gives Margaret wins. Margaret's right when she has stuff against Louis.
No, it's so frustrating.
It's like, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's really frustrating.
But from Bravo to Scotland. Speaking of Dolores,
right? That's a good segue right there.
Speaking of Dolores,
we have to talk about the Traitors season 3 finale, which was it was an hour that I watched.
Did you wish you could get back?
Yes, the reunion I enjoyed, though. I did enjoy the reunion.
Okay.
Let me say this. I thought the reunion was a little more entertaining than the finale.
For sure.
Because of
Before we get into that, we do have to briefly talk about the penultimate episode, which was kind of a big nothing. The Power of the Seer episode. Tom Sandoval gets murdered. And they compete in competition that was long, and I don't really remember. And then someone won the Seer power, but we don't know who. And then they do the round table, and it's between Ivar and Danielle, and it's a tie. And then it's a cliffhanger. So that's the whole episode.
That episode was really rough.
Yeah.
Because
unfortunately it was a waste of an episode.
Yeah.
I think it's also because, you know, when you're making these shows, you want to keep people still coming back. And, I get it. I just think there's a way we could have known at least who the Sheer was.
Yeah.
And then you could have left us with a cliffhanger. You kind of left us with nothing.
Because all we walk away from this is that we know there is a Seer.
Yeah.
We know that the person going home could be Ivar or Danielle. And we know that Tom died. Like, there was nothing to take away from the episode.
So we get to a tie vote between well, not even a tie vote. It is, they had to revote. And
which also, I'd like to say that obviously we didn't see this, but the whole coin flip thing is so stupid to me. Like, oh, if it ties again, we're gonna do a coin flip.
Yeah, it's
like, what? You're gonna do a coin flip?
I think there's other ways that we can go about things. And you know what? Here's the thing. This show is just starting out, and I want to give this show, kudos.
Yeah.
Like, they got an Emmy on their second season by making a smart production change. Nothing against like people like regular. I hate saying it this way, but like regular people want to play Traitors.
Non-reality
stars. Audition for non-reality, just like they audition for Big Brother and Survivor and all those other shows and Amazing Race and so on. So I get they want to play Traitors, but I think, but the mixture of having, you know, reality stars and non-reality stars was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think taking it up to that next notch of having people that you would never expect in the same room helped it and got them an Emmy on their second season, where Big Brother is still waiting for an Emmy. I don't think Amazing Race has ever won an Emmy, and Survivor just got knocked down after all this time. And Drag Race knocked Survivor down, and now Traitors just knocked down Drag Race.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you got to kind of look at what the production's doing, and they're being smart. They're taking the players that you guys don't want to use or bring back and putting them on a show to allow them to compete with other people. Now, who looks dumb?
Yeah.
Right. And it also makes it like brings in this whole audience of people who are like, now they're going to watch it. Like, you have people who are exclusively Housewives fans who are going to say, I want to watch this because I want to see Dolores. I want to see Robin Dixon. I want to see Dorinda.
No one wants to see Robin Dixon. No one wants to
the Green-Eyed Bandits.
Nobody wants to see the Green-Eyed
Bandits. Got to be someone. There's got to be someone.
Oh, great. Please let them comment below who wants to see Robin Dixon. But she did do good on this season, so I'm gonna give her credit.
She was entertaining.
She was the best at being a traitor while being a faithful.
And look what happens when you take her away from her other bandits. Yeah. Just like Giselle, this was the first season I liked Giselle. When you take people apart, then look what happens when they stand on their own. You took Tom Sandoval from fucking Vanderpump Rules, and look what happened.
Exactly,
and told him to sober his ass up. Ain't gonna be no drugs and partying. And he was sweating and having heat strokes during this time. But look what he did. He was able to sing a lullaby for us.
I have never seen the internet, specifically Twitter, switch up on someone so fast.
We're saving this. I
know you're talking about. They switch over me every day. They just switched.
What do you?
They just switched over me on the last 3 days. I'm sorry, guys. I've been going through it. I'm still fighting for my life out here in these streets.
Fight those Twitters.
People, it's like vultures. They're vultures. They switch up the second they see anything. They swoop down. But yeah, this is more for our next episode. But I picked this up at the store. It's Us Magazine. Is the world ready to forgive Tom Sandoval?
I need this Tom Sandoval story for myself.
Well, do you want a little bit of a little info here? There is a little drama online about Carolyn from the Traitors talking about how like her and Tom Sandoval were best buddies. She was like, I think she even said like even I would date Tom as like a joke, and then people ran with it, right? Well, here's the issue: is she got so much backlash with that and all the Danielle stuff, whatever, the whole Traitors situation, that she commented on Nick Vile's podcast. If you've heard of, he's from The Bachelor. He does like rally recap.
Okay.
She commented.
I'm still learning the Bachelor community.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna get into the Bachelor because I don't really care for love.
I've never
found me and I don't care for it.
Never watched Bachelor, but I do know him because he interviews like all the Traitors people, whatever, watches Bravo. She comments on his podcast saying, I take everything I said back about Tom. He's a disgusting, like, slimy person.
Oh my God.
After that interview.
Right?
And then no one picked that up. It's like, are we just supposed to, like, what happened between them? Between he made that Us interview, she really did like a whole switch. I did read the interview. He doesn't say anything that's like ridiculous in it, and he's actually pretty. There's like he does show like a good deal of humility and like reflection in it, which is shocking coming from Tom Sandoval. But
not shocking.
I think you go.
Go ahead, please.
All right, I think he like. I don't think that he's this like people made him out during Sandoval to be this like disgusting person, like that he was. I honestly just think he isn't very, and I think there's a quote from Dylan Efron in here that he is like the least self-aware person but the most confident and like authentically himself. And I feel like that's a good way to sum it up. Like, I just think that he lacks self-awareness and he can just be kind of stupid sometimes. And like, that's true about anyone. Like, people just make mistakes and people do things where they like think they're in the right and they're not, but that's not necessarily, doesn't make them a bad person. They just like, you know.
People are human. People make mistake.
Right.
You know, Tom, he apologized multiple times. You know, also he was in a environment that wasn't going to allow him to show a different side of him. He's in an environment where they got
That's
to
true.
do drugs, party, fight, stuff like that, where he didn't get a chance to show a different side of him. And this time,
Yeah.
he was in an environment that was more fun, like a summer camp, and he treated it like a summer camp, making new friends and showing a different side of him. And I think that's okay. And look at him now. People are buying his cameos to get him to sing lullabies to them and stuff like that. And he's having fun. I think that he's still got, but I think he's still working on himself, and he should be able to grow. That's why I'm a firm believer that, like, there's certain things that shouldn't be allowed back on TV. I believe that if you're openly racist, or you're someone who is like abuser or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
Those are things that people should not be allowed on TV. Just because someone might made a mistake and had a hookup, or maybe, something on the lines that, maybe somebody, maybe, got into an argument or fight or something like that verbally, those are the reasons. Just like if you think about the challenge, like there's so many times some of them say some crazy effed up things or have physically gotten into altercations. And guess what? They have their network has gave them opportunities to show themselves. Maybe took them off air for a little bit and then said, all right, let's bring them back. Let's see how they're doing and allow people to see the growth. Now, I will say this based on the article you just told me about, and I want to bring it back to that. I don't know. I haven't read it. You're giving me the info. I appreciate you reading it and telling me.
Yeah.
All I can say is that I hate when people double back. I don't like when people double back. Like if you feel some type of way about somebody, treat them like, feel that way about somebody. Don't start changing your emotions. And I don't know if this person changed I don't know if Carolyn changed her emotion. I had to ask her if I ever talked to her.
Because she was
I would have to ask her if she come on the podcast and talk about it. I don't know if I would ask her just us having drinks and stuff, because I don't care that much. But I'm a firm believer that if you like someone, you should still be with them and stuff like that.
She was very positive about him in the show, I feel like, and she seemed to really like him. But this is just like, I mean, it's possible that like, because this is just something she said on a podcast. So
that's the thing. Like sometimes fans will send us stuff that somebody said, and we'll jump. We'll be like, oh, I can't believe it said that. So next time I talk to them, I'm gonna let it know I don't really like, and things like that. But I'm just a firm believer that if you get to know someone in real life, base your actions on how you feel about that person in real life. Trust me, I was not. Let me give you an example. I went on Big Brother. I was not a Josh Martinez fan. I couldn't stand him and Jose. Couldn't stand the both of them. I was like, I wanted to fight Jose. I was like, I wanted to fight Josh. Like, I was all like, cannot stand these motherfuckers. Okay?
Yeah.
And I said it on the live feed multiple times. Then I get out the house. I explained to Jose why I felt the way that I felt about him. And that's because of outside relationships. A friend of mine at the time that was dating him. Okay. So I felt a little different about Jose, and we talked about it. And then guess what? I end up liking him. We end up liking each other. Now we see each other. We hug and kiss. And Josh, I'm obsessed with. I would date Josh. I would love Josh. Whatever he want me to do, I'll be his little doll if he wants me to. And I had to get to know Josh in order to understand him. And he's someone who is misunderstood and somebody that people just always put down or use him as a scapegoat and things like that. And I realized why I was like, I could see myself a lot in Josh, which gained our brotherhood. So those are examples where I'm saying, like, if you get to know these people, talk about them how you know them. But if like magically out of nowhere, somebody sent me something that Josh said or Jose said, and I'm like, guess what I would do? Hey Josh, I saw this thing. Did you that's what you said? I just want to know, and let's talk about it, because I'm not playing with your ass, because I will fuck you up. What is this about?
Right. Well, it's weird to just switch up on some, and I think,
or DM a message. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird energy.
And
I
think
fake.
It seemed like, I mean, on the podcast, Matt, you said that she said that she brought up the interview. It's possible that there's other stuff like that they did meet in person or talk, or something happened that she just doesn't want to go into. That's also a possibility. But it is like, I think that's a good point, where it's like, if you know someone in person, like, don't just let something you hear about them affect.
Or
there's so many. I learned that especially after Big Brother 23. I learned that a lot. The Big Brother 23 was dealing with a lot of negative things of because people didn't want to believe that we were all cool and we all loved each other and we were all they were trying to find things to make sure we were all going to fight and argue and have problems with each other. And we had to literally have conversations and FaceTimes and things about things and talking about things and owning up to things and explaining why I felt this way in order for people to understand and not let it come to light.
Yeah.
Not let it come into the light of things. So I definitely am a firm believer of when it comes to like, first of all, if I don't know you and I never talk to you, I can give 0 Fs. What you say? Yeah, I'm going to drag you through the dirt. Internet. I don't care. You pick the right one.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's only one person in this universe that I have blocked. They have blocked me, and I don't care if they live or die, to be honest.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm a firm believer. If I don't know you, you talk about me, girl.
Exactly.
Let me. Hey, what scoop you got on so and so? Okay, you got that. Thank you. Show me. Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm that. I don't care. If I know you, like if I know you and I met you, or if you're close to somebody I at least know, I'm gonna slide in your DMs and have a conversation.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Well, even to like go back to Carolyn, I mean, I love Carolyn, but I would not want to be her right now because as much as of how like the show and everything that's happened with the Traitors post season, she is getting a lot of hate just as much as Danielle. Well, I don't want to compare them, but her and Danielle are getting hate, right? And Carolyn's getting a bunch of shit and Danielle's getting a bunch of shit. And at the end of the day, it's like this is all a game. Everyone needs to just chill out a little bit.
Yeah, it's not that deep, really.
I just like if
people
the whole Carolyn thing with Tom, it's like maybe let's take a step back, let the season cool off a little bit. It's just I don't know.
We just don't know. There could have been something. Here's the thing. There could have been something said that we don't know about. And that's
true.
Like, maybe she could have found out something. Maybe they had an interaction that made her uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We don't really know the gist of it.
No.
I was just saying, for example, if you do know someone and you say all these good things about them and then out of nowhere, like you just do a switch up, I just think I'm a firm believer of just, instead of making it public, like talk about it with the person.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm a very good person to say, oh, just so you guys know, I talked to so-and-so and I told them this, and this is why I feel this.
Yeah.
That's what I would at least do. But everyone's built different. Everyone's not real like me. There's not a lot of people who really understand that, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's entitled to how they feel or how they react. You can't tell somebody how they feel and how they react because you really don't know what their feelings are or what they've been in their past.
Right.
Exactly. Well, speaking about switch ups, Brittany votes out Danielle.
Yeah. So okay, how do you feel? How do you feel about this, Derek?
What can I say? I will say this. It's hard because we're going off of edits. Like that's the
exactly.
It's so.
We're going off of edits. We can't tell.
Yeah.
Based on the edit, I was like, oh my God, Dolores is voting for Danielle.
Yeah, they make it look like that, but then Dolores denies it in the reunion. So it's like
that's how the edit showed us. And that's the second part about these edit type of shows. Like you can't really tell. And guess what? Production knows what they're doing. Production's like, we're gonna make it look like Dolores is voting for Danielle, but we know she's not voting for Danielle.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of those things. But I will say this. It's like it's a game, and I can't be mad at Brittany for doing what she did because of the fact that we're at the end of the game, baby. You brought me in. I'm trying to fight for you. I can't blow up my game by still voting. But here's the catch. This is the catch. She already made it clear to the rest of them, I can't vote for Danielle because of our relationship. And guess what? The rest of them should have said, okay, you can't vote for Danielle. The rest of us will vote for Danielle. You vote however you need to vote.
Yeah.
That's what she already set it up with Ivar. So she could have just kept it as on him and then allowed it to come down to the coin toss or whatever, the hula hoop, the hop through the hoop and the hop fiddles and hide and skeet and whatever they want to do, peekaroo and shit like that at this point.
Yeah. I believe
Brittany. I do believe that Brittany. I think that Brittany truly believed that Dolores signaled the vote. Now, did Dolores' face do? Who cares? That's semantics. But I do think that Brittany believed it because Brittany was crushed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard.
I honestly think that in the moment, because what you said is a great point. If Brittany tells everyone, I'm not voting for Danielle, me and her were this close, even if she's a traitor, I can't vote for her.
Yep.
If she makes that clear and everyone can be like, okay, that's fine then. You're going to vote for you're not going to vote for Danielle regardless. That's okay. Yep. That's not going to cast suspicion on her. But I think in the moment, rushing through her head during voting, she's like, if I vote for Danielle, people are going to be suspicious. Yeah. And it's easy to miss things that are like, oh, well, if I just explain this. So I think in the moment she like felt the pressure and she was like, I need to vote for Danielle. Yeah. And then she did.
The game is hard. The game itself is hard, as of, me talking to, players that have been on this season and who have played, even talking to Sari, her first season and things like that. Because Sari was trying to, it's funny because people always, the good thing about it, there's some really good people in our industry as of like friend wise, right? Yeah. And, Sari was somebody where, she was trying to help me get on Traitors. She was trying to give me people to contact and stuff like that. And I truly appreciate her doing that. But even just talking to her and listening to other people about the game and talking to Derek Lavaska and talking to, the Big Brother people, it's not like as easy as it might seem at home, because we got all the green screens, we know who the Traitors are and things like that. But it's hard, they said. So it's not like going in, like you can't go in, like you can go in thinking like, all right, the votes are going to go this way, but it just takes like a group of 2-3 people to.
Well, and you're also not all playing with gamers. You're playing with housewives, and
tell me about it.
Like, think about it. Like, say you're Bob the drag queen. You're walking into a castle where you do not know anybody.
Yes.
And you're killing Dorinda and Chanel Ayan, and they're upset with you, and you're like, well, I'm sorry, I don't know you just as much as I don't know Derek Levasseur, but I'm still trying to play this game. Like, Bob's from competition reality, but it's a very different competition reality than Big Brother, Survivor, Challenge.
I think it's the hardest competition show out of all of them.
Well, for its own reasons, like what Bob didn't necessarily, cut people out and stuff. Bob showed their best talent over the other people, Yeah. And it's a completely different shows, but that's why Traitors work so well. Is it's this big, pot of a bunch of different people, and who's going to be the best.
Yeah, I agree with that.
She made that up.
Well, it's on the show. It's on the show. They show you.
I wasn't looking at you to do that. No, I wasn't.
Y'all know that could have been. She could have been looking at anything.
Did you watch the show?
Yeah, yes, I watched the show, Tamar.
Well, we do find out that Brittany gets the power of the Seer, and she decides to pick Gabby. Now, Brittany reveals to the castle at breakfast that Gabby is a faithful.
I think that's the best thing she could have done.
Was the best thing
for her game.
Oh, for her game, yeah, for sure. That was the best move she could have done.
Actually, I honestly think that how Brittany played the finale was the best she possibly could have.
She couldn't have done anything else.
If she did anything different, it wouldn't have mattered. I think the way she played the finale was so perfect, and I don't think she made any mistakes or slipped up. I think it just came down to the fact that it just came down to her versus Dylan at the end.
I think that she did the way I look at it, she did the best thing she could do. Dylan was trying to get her out. Dylan was like, "Oh, I just know she calmed down. She lied. Look, I'm telling you guys, she lied. Even at the round table, just the thing that she presented was great. I think, unfortunately, is that, unfortunately, when you're looking at this type of cast and how these people were looking, I think because there was no more gamers in the room, it did not help. Like, you got to leave some gamers at the end to be able to still bring that aggressiveness, because these players were not aggressive, except for what's his name, who's a part of production, who pops up every once in a while, who's also probably the owner of this castle, Ivar. Because of the fact that Ivar is, he's the only other person that's probably a little bit aggressive. But other than that, everybody else that would have been like giving that type of argument, you could raise your voice, you can give an argument, and it don't matter. They're gonna think you're a traitor. So that's why I'm saying going into the next season, you gotta really think about how you want to present your case. Because if you off like fighting for your life, I'm tell you the truth, I will probably be giving people disclosures. I'm like, listen, I am when I want to defend myself, I do get a little bit loud. I do get a little bit aggressive. Please do not take that as me being a traitor.
Yeah.
Just because I played a game does not mean that I'm a traitor. So please give me a fair game, because everyone has different type of personalities, and gamers are always going to be a little bit more.
That's what Bob was trying to get at.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's the point that Bob made, and I think that's what we saw with Nikki Bella, or Nikki Garcia, was when like she got voted out pretty much just because they were like, well, you have the personality of a traitor.
But she also,
and it's like
fight back. She was a very calm type of person. So that's what I'm saying. That's what makes the game hard, and it depends on who's left in the game.
You have to find.
I will say this: if let me not say nothing, but if future wise,
if you end up in a castle,
smart about who you're leaving in the game and out the game. That's how you gotta look at it.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I mean, we don't even need to get into it, but season 4 is going to be played so much differently than season 3.
Yeah.
These people set a precedent that is going to F with their heads. This season,
and the whole like traitor on traitor violence thing, where it's just like traitors taking traitors out, and they're just like that's huge.
Season 4 is going to be so chaotic.
What Boston Rob did?
Do we know when they're going to be filming season 4?
I heard May, June.
Okay.
May, June. I think it's like late May, early June. That's when they did last year, and I think they're probably going to release the cast right before they film, just like last year, to avoid leaks. Because Traitors 2 cast was leaked right when they started filming, and it was like leaked, like actual people were picking it up. Last year they officially released it in June, and then the cast photos came out like November, and it aired in January.
Okay.
So but I think we'll hear some names soon.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
Good. I hope so. Maybe call me, but I haven't.
I know they need you. They need friend of the podcast.
I don't think it's happening. I think I'm hung up my hat of TV shows. I don't. I mean, of course, I would love any if NBC or Traitors or any of them want to call me. I'm 100% will take the call. I'll be there. Be ready to be a faithful and get them all out. You know.
I'd love to see you and friend of the podcast Felicia Cannon represent BB.
Oh, that would be great.
That'd be wonderful.
That would be wonderful. That would be hilarious. But we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I hope they. I definitely feel like there's one person I feel like they're definitely going to call, which is Kaser.
He was.
Yeah, I think it's just because Kaser does play into the wheelhouse of all those old school players that they're calling.
He was on a leaked, rumored.
Yeah, so I can see Kaser doing it.
Some Love Islands are coming too.
I don't know if they broke the barrier yet of new school Big Brother players. Right now, it's been old school. Carolyn's the only person that kind of gave us all a little bit of hope. Like, oh, okay, maybe they'll pick new people from the Big Brother franchise, since they did the same thing with Survivor.
Yeah,
but
hopefully
we just won't know until that time comes.
Yeah. Well, let's hope.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do next, and I think they just got to make some changes. I think based on how the finale went, because to me personally, I love making good TV. I love entertaining, which I think you guys know that. I love entertaining. My petty ass would have threw a red bag.
Exactly. For
the hell of it.
I mean, we're probably jumping.
It got me out, but at least for the hell of it. For the hell of it.
We're probably jumping to it, but
yes.
I want to get to the fire, because let's just quickly talk about Brittany pleaded such a freaking. I'm skipping the mission because I don't really care. Brittany did such a good defense for herself. and she pinned all this shit on Zac Efron's brother, and I was like, "Are y'all like not listening?" Like
Zac Efron's brother, because that's who he is.
Exactly, that's his name. That's.
Yeah, I don't know who Dylan is. I know Zac.
I know Zac Efron's brother and the Royal. Anyways,
right.
So
no production.
Alan Cumming secretly in a mask.
Because this man is never around. How did Brittany run around looking for this man and could not find him?
And that's what I'm saying. And then Brittany, in my opinion, I'm sorry, Brittany ended.
He pops up in the wine room.
What are you doing in here? I'm voting Danielle. It's just a game. Right. It's like you're telling her it's just a game, Mr. Ivar. Mr. Mountbatten. Anyways. Actually, I shouldn't disrespect him because he has more wins than Brittany, technically, in reality TV. So. Woo! This is why we
crazy world.
He is ridiculous. I'm still mad that he still got on this show. That makes no sense at all.
Well, who are they gonna pick next year? Get King Charles in there. Get King Charles. Okay, so we see
not King Charles.
we see Brittany banished, and she is not allowed to say what she is, which really paid off in this episode.
No, it definitely did. I forgot to do that. I forgot.
I actually like that idea if it paid off.
Yeah, I love it too. I think it's smart.
We go to the fire, and Gabby, Ivar, Dylan, and Dolores all vote to end the game. And I just like, I don't know.
I was mad when this happened. Matt can tell you I got really mad after the ending of this.
Me and you both.
Because like, I'm sorry, I was looking at how much time we had left, and I said, "Oh, we only have like 10 minutes left," and Brittany just went home. Normally, these fires last a long time. No, it was one of the quickest things.
We should have known right there and then what type of bullshit was going to be.
Exactly.
I think for me is, I get it as players. Yes, like, oh my God, I feel comfortable with everyone. We can split the money.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it's like, I'm watching this show. This season was crazy. I think this season is definitely going to get an Emmy for sure.
Oh,
this
100%.
Season was amazing season.
over season 17?
It was.
Come on. Yeah, let's call it what it is.
It was top tier. It was great. It was great to see. I think for me, I hate the fact that it was like, we really do trust each other, but based on the edits, it was like you guys were thinking Gabby was a traitor, and then you guys were thinking that like Ivar was a traitor. So it's like, why did none of you threw a red bag in?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, at this point, I just believe that. And that's why I'm a firm believer of having competitors in the end, because then they wouldn't sit there feeling that damn comfortable.
Yeah.
That's just
right.
Yeah. I mean, you know, all four faithfuls win. They split.
It's like War Tour.
Yeah.
Like, this is like the Care Bears.
Exactly.
The fucking Bunch.
The Kumbaya.
The fucking Teletubbies at this point. Like,
yeah.
We all love each other. This is all one happy family, and we're on we're over here, and we're there, and I'm like, who gives a fuck? Tell you the truth, I'm gonna tell you this: the one star that came out of this was Gabby. Gabby should be the Taurus. Love Dolores.
I love Dolores too, but
love
I mean,
her. House boots, ride for her, fight for her, whatever she wants to do. Love her.
I mean,
Zac Efron's brother.
That's what I'm saying. A housewife, a bachelorette, a royal, and Zac Efron's brother all pulled off the win.
Wow.
I love Dolores, but even she admitted that she was not good at the game, right? On this press tour, on this winning press tour, I mean, Gabby is proving that she is a star. She was already a star, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, her on Andy Cohen was so entertaining, and her on the Tonight Show. I mean, she truly did win this season.
Truly did.
Yeah.
Well,
and,
yeah.
Very proud of her.
Now, Matt, I think I remember when we started the show, I think I do believe I said something about, I think Lord Ivar is going to win.
That is exactly what you said.
And this is becoming a trend because, Derek, I don't know, have you watched?
Well, make sure you say that about me.
Did you watch House of Villains?
I did. Make sure you say, I'm going to see Big D on the Traitors.
Yeah, him and Felicia, final two.
Because first episode of House of Villains, I said, I think Safari Samuels is winning this show. And I don't know. Both times I wasn't serious.
Don't make me upset.
I know.
Because that season pissed me to.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So, House of Villains and Traitors are the two shows we've recapped so far. So we've had some really great endings.
Because at the end of the day, is the people who walk away with the money, did they really win? Like,
it's not always about. I keep trying.
It's not about that.
It's not always about winning. Yes, like me, like I'm like, oh my god, I would love to win and have some money, but it's also about the longevity.
Yeah,
like
right.
you gotta go on a show and be memorable, which I was not memorable, and I learned that. So you have to think about future wise. If you're going on a show, you want to be someone that's a standout that they want to bring back, give more calls, get gigs, branding, like all that type of stuff. When you're not memorable, they're not calling you back and doing stuff. So
in my eyes, the Traitors won.
I've said that.
Every single one of the Traitors won.
Who's talking
this
about?
Season.
They're only talking about Gabby. They're only talking about Zac Efron's brother because he's, I guess hot. Not for me, but hot. They're only talking about Carolyn and Danielle because of that they have. They do talk about Boston Market sometimes, and then on top of that, it's like they're talking about Bob the drag queen.
Yeah,
right.
Who else? And Brittany. So it's like, who else are they talking about?
Not Tony Villachos.
Right. At least last season they were talking about Peter, Trishelle, CT, Phaedra, Shrek, like MJ. They were talking about a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Even some of the faithfuls they were talking about. Oh, this season, and we're talking about Tom Sandoval.
Sandoval. Well, even with that, let's segue to the reunion a little bit. I mean, watching the reunion, it was, to the title, The Traitors Reunion, where we only talk to the traitors, because the winners had, a 5-minute segment, and then Robin Dixon said 2 words. I'm not sure.
I didn't care about the winner.
I was there for the winner of the reunion, Bob the Drag Queen. And, I don't know. Bob was a standout at this reunion. Defending themselves against Dorinda and Chanel Ayan was amazing TV.
Amazing. But Chanel Ayan was like...
That was more...
Bob, but then she was on the reunion, I had to call him out. I was like...
The Chanel Ayan was more performative. Dorinda
was really...
upset.
And I love Dorinda. Dorinda needs to take it as look, babe, even though Bob don't know you, the rest of us know who you are. Who cares about Bob, the drag queen? And that was not a good look for her. Also, what did she have on? I would have came dressed like a mobster. I was like, you guys think I'm a mobster?
So I
would have had the hair slicked back.
She looked
black
like
suit.
Exactly. She looked like a bad Carmela Soprano from The Sopranos, like bad mob wife.
I ain't even get Mob Wife from that. And I watched Mob Wife. She could have done better than that. I was like, where's the look, mama?
I know.
The reunion actually reminded me that that Wells was on the show.
Oh, little Wells.
Because I genuinely, when I saw him on the reunion, I had to pause for a second, and I was like, I completely forgot about him being on the show.
That's the thing about Traitors. Traitors, you could definitely get lost in a cast, but you got to be ready. That's the thing that people don't keep forgetting. You got to be ready for what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm a firm believer that I know this season we only did 3 Big Brother players. I think it should be an equal amount from all of them. I think there should be 2 to 3 drag queens. I think there should be 4 Big Brother players. Keep the 4 Survivor players, 2 from the challenge or 3 from the challenge, and then the rest can be whoever
some
they
Bravo people,
whoever they needed,
honestly,
whoever they needed to be. I just feel like when there's one person out, and let me tell you something. Don't give me no fucking boring ass British person again. Give me somebody interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Ivar had potential. He had potential at first. When Ivar was talking about something, let's just keep all the women off the boat. I was like, oh, he about to be that type of gay? He about to bring the drama. Then here he comes.
Well,
coming out Going behind the scenes. Hey, let's zoom in on her face. Actually, let me make the tea for production. Oh, you want me to pop out now? Okay, I'm gonna just slide through the bookcase and just show up.
Well, you know what? I agree with you, but also John from last year, he had some pretty good one-liners about Parvati.
John was better.
Parvati,
with the whole Phaedra thing.
The silent slaughterer. You are the Duchess of Deception. Like it was good.
God.
He had some good one-liners.
Yeah, Ivar was giving. I'm tired. I don't want to be here. Like
he wasn't shown. He wasn't in half the season.
I just hate. Let me tell you something. The one thing I hate for TV, I hate boring gays. If he was gonna be, he should have stayed straight. If he was straight before, he should go back to being straight. Because I do not like me a good boring gay on TV. If you are boring gay, it's like a sin. It's like a sin against our culture. You can't be gay and boring, babe. It does not work that way. That's the one thing we got going for us. It's entertainment.
Yeah,
we might not have been the most athletic in school. We might have not been the prettiest in school, but guess what we were? Entertaining.
Personalities.
We kept guessing with outfits, hair changes. Don't know if I want to wear whatever I want to wear today. I don't know if I want to hang out with the girls or the guys. We kept the girls entertaining. We came up with the songs. We talked about life. We give you the dances. We give you the fashion.
Could you imagine like Monet Exchange instead of Ivar, or throw in Bianca Del Rio? Like throw in anyone.
I have my dream list.
Yeah. So what's your season 4? What's that fantasy list looking like?
I have it written down here.
Well, we already said Nene Leakes.
Okay, hold on. This is people that either there's probably going to be a lot of seasons of Traitors coming in the future.
Yes.
I see Traitors maybe going for a while. It might not last more than 10 seasons, but I could see it maybe making it to 10 and calling it a day after All Stars or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Depending, because it is hard if you got to change the game, like how Survivor and Big Brother can change their game. If you can change it, then you can keep it for a longevity.
It's like Dancing with the Stars too. It's like you're gonna run out of talent at a certain point. And by talent, I don't mean that Survivor people aren't talented, but we need personalities.
Correct. Because like we're getting social media influencers, which is nothing against them. Their job, they're great, but there's just social media. They shouldn't be.
Like we can't have Traitors, Traitors 32. Oops, all Ivar. Like it just wouldn't. It wouldn't work.
So I'm gonna start at the top of my list.
Okay.
And please keep in mind, this is my. I don't know. Did I share this? I did share this recently on Twitter. Okay. So first of all, first person that should be getting a call ASAP is from Flavor of Love, Tiffany Pollard.
Yep.
Number 1.
Tiffany New York Pollard. I mean, come on.
Number 2 is Nene Leakes from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yep.
Now, let me get into Drag Race. The people that on Drag Race should get calls: Bianca Del Rio.
Yep.
Gia Gunn. Amy Muse. Trixie Martell. Monet Exchange. Katya, and James Essenhall. And now I'm adding, because of the Seer fact of how much I've been entertained and I love Plain Jane. Now, Housewives, I said Nene Leakes.
Yeah.
Teresa Giudice, Mary Cosby. That's all I have right now. That is all I have right now. It could obviously change, but that's all I have.
Bobblehead.
I'm picking people that are realistically should get calls, because I know some people were picking, like, I was listening to Quinn, and I love Quinn because he called me yesterday, and I was listening to Quinn, and he was like talking about his list, and I was like, the people he were picking was,
what about like, Monica?
Like crazy people. I don't know. She
couldn't go this year because she just announced that she's pregnant, which congrats to Monica.
I just don't know if I need Monica on there. I don't think that she's did enough stripes to do all that. I don't think I love Monica on her season. I would put Monica on House.
I would put House of Villains. Yeah.
I don't know if I would put Monica on Traitors.
Okay? Yeah, she would probably get targeted in Traitors, and it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Big Brother.
I know what you mean.
Big Brother.
Okay.
Myself.
Of course.
Right.
I don't care what anybody say. Entertainment, calling people out, causing chaos. getting you if you blink wrong, sneeze wrong, your shirt's on not buttoned correctly, look like you heavy breathing. I'm getting you for everything.
That's my favorite line is when they all take off their masks and he goes, "Why is Tom Sandoval mad dogging me from across the room? Like, I can kill you. You don't know? I could kill you." Right, I was like, okay. Yeah, come
on. Tiffany Mitchell.
Okay, yes.
Ian Terry.
Ooh, okay.
Vanessa Russo.
That's not need.
Davon Rogers.
Yep.
Angela Rockstar. I told you, baby, I got this list.
On my daughter's birthday. You pulled this kind of crap.
Could you imagine? Felicia Cannon.
I mean, yeah, come on.
Jessica LeGros. I can never say Jessica's last name correctly. LeBracos?
What season was that?
21, Jessica. Falling off the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Martinez.
Yep.
Survivor.
Okay.
Bryce Johnson.
Okay.
Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Casanero.
Yep.
Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle can cover for Survivor and the challenge. Natalie also can cover for the challenge and Survivor. John Cochran.
Okay.
The challenge. Coral Smith. If you were OG, you know.
An OG Smith. Challenge.
Yeah. OG. Like Queen opened the doors for all the rest of those women.
Yeah.
Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
Anissa. And that's what I have for that. Now, if we're talking about people from Netflix.
Oh, Netflix reality. That's a whole nother world.
Because I forgot that Trishelle and like the other dude last year, the Asian guy, were from Netflix.
Oh, like Selling Sunset, Sailing LA.
Yeah.
Bling something. Yeah.
These are the people from Squid Game I would pick. I would put Dash. I would pick Leanne.
Yes.
And the Sun. I would pick Rick and B from from Squid Games.
Mm-hmm.
And then from like the circle, I would pick Shuby. I would pick James Jefferson because let me tell you something. I give myself funny. I think I'm funny.
Yeah.
But James Jefferson is a whole nother funny, and I live for. And I also would pick Courtney from the circle too.
Yes.
So those are the two shows I watched on Netflix, like Squid Games and the Circle. So those are the only people I can really go with. That's just my thoughts. And those are the people.
Leanne played Rob has a podcast, Traitors, I believe.
Yeah, and I think that
she win? She did well. She played with Claire won. Claire won. She played her and Felicia though. I think we're on the and Bowie.
And of course anybody else. Like I don't want people to think like this is just my list.
No,
yeah, of course.
There's 1,000 lists out there. Like I don't make everybody's list because they're delusional. But other than that, like I'm a firm believer that there's so many more people out there that you can pick from. I'm just saying we just need to pick people that are going to provide entertainment.
You know,
like, I don't care about their gaming style or what they did. I care about how they play emotionally and if they're entertaining. Because I can't imagine. Could you imagine me, Miss Felicia, or me, Miss Felicia, Tiffany, me, any of the mixtures of these Big Brother people, me, Miss Felicia, and Davon Rogers, and Tiffany.
But then you got Vanessa Russo coming for all of you.
And I would look at Miss Russo and say, "Girl, let's play poker because I got the best poker face you want to see, baby."
That's the thing is like, also the Traitors opens the doors for a lot of people who say, "I'm not going to go back to Big Brother. I've done 4 seasons. That's not for me." Then you got the Traitors. It's a different game, and also I'm not going to say their careers are dead, but it kind of revives them, puts them back in the spotlight, and it also you can find a new audience. Like I don't watch Survivor. But Boston Rob, I really enjoyed Boston Rob. Now, dude, I like what he did? No. But I think that he was a great part of the season.
You going to meet him at Boston Market then. But
I hope so.
I feel as though when it comes to, Traitors, I hate, maybe it's my last time talking about it. BB Reindeer Games was a great show. If you look how BB Reindeer Games came up in Traitors.
It was a major drama.
For me, that kind of made me look at how paramount is why would they take it off right before the season of Traitors started? Like, it gave that they were upset and annoyed that they're not getting the same type of attention, but that's because when they do something, aka BB Reindeer Games had higher ratings than the show itself.
Well, I mean, I don't want to call it out. We love
but they
Mama.
got rid of it, and look what happened. That's what I'm getting. That's where I'm getting at. We're not like letting the sauce cook. We're just taking the sauce, put it in the pot, and handing it to everybody. We're not sitting there letting it stir. Let's add some more seasoning. Let's add a little bit more to it for a little bit. Let's let it simmer and cook for a little bit. So then once we're able to serve it, it can be served for a while. I want leftovers. I want more. It's like, here's the pot. There it goes. We're done. You ate it. It's over.
We love Big Brother, but I do think that we are in need of like a Legends, all winners, all stars, something, a returnee season. Like, I don't want to say that like it's getting old, but like the casting is really good, but like the actual seasons, they kind of like flake out halfway through. At least the last two did.
I think they need to do an All Stars. I will say this: I don't know if I need a winter season. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want to see a bunch of people that won. On top of that, half of them are not going to play as hard as they want to because they worry about their reputation. Like I want to see people. Like I want to see people that are hungry.
That
are like, I was so close, or I got effed over. I want to see those people.
Like, you can throw in a winner, but you can like put in like a June song.
Yeah, you can
like,
put winner, but can you imagine like an all winner season when half of them are boring anyway?
Yeah, the winners
is hungry. Like, think about someone who's like, I got a rep to think about. Like, I got things I got going on. I got branding deals. I can't really get into the fight argument like I want to. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, I want people that are like, I've been waiting. I've been waiting to get back on TV. I'm back on Big Brother. Like, I'm ready to go. This is my second chance. And I'm going to say and do whatever I need to do. You're going to get the best show. That's what I'm saying. When Reindeer Games came along, I think you can mix in some winners, but I think you should mix in some people that are going to have fun and bring you entertainment. I just say, I think they dropped the bag a lot with their talent, and that's sad. That's really, really sad because there's so many different players that they could pick from. So
I would I think that kind of goes back to that point we made earlier about like, just because you won the show, like you won the money, doesn't make you the winner. A lot of times the biggest personalities, like the people who have the most entertainment value and like that people would want to see come back, they don't win.
Like Candy Muse and Jet and Mr. Spectacular, they won House of Villains.
Oh, for sure. And I love that Candy Muse was able to show herself in a different light.
Exactly.
And now people are like, who is this person, or don't know? And that's why I appreciate all these other shows. I think moving forward, I think that I think networks just need to kind of, here's the thing. These other networks are being smart. They're like, we can't make a Big Brother. We can't make a Survivor. We can't make an Amazing Race. We're going to try.
Well,
we're going to try, but we really can't. But what we can do is make these other game shows that now we can bring on people from these seasons.
Look at Deal or No Deal Island.
Deal or No Deal Island. Traitors. What was the other one that came out? The GOAT.
The GOAT.
There's another show that's coming out on Hulu that has a bunch of people.
With Cynthia Bailey.
One of the guys I met in Florida when I came out of Big Brother House, who like writes articles on the reality stars and celebrities and stuff like that. His name's Steve.
Kim Zolciak is on that Hulu show.
Kim Zolciak's on that. So what I'm getting is that Cynthia Bailey's on it. What I'm getting is that these shows are like, all right, baby, you're not going to pick up and keep these talents and give them opportunities. We're going to take them from you, give them opportunities, and turn it into something else. And then you kind of sit there and you go, okay, like it's now becoming a revenue. It's now like we get new players. They get new players on CBS shows, and then they just let them go. Then they try to keep them in the contract for 2 years, hoping that no one will call them. And then you're sitting there like, okay, no one's called me. Will CBS come and give me something? Nothing.
Exactly, but it's also what you do with it post show. Like personally, like you and I mean, I I don't want to diminish anybody, but like the cookout is the most interesting part of your season. They're the people I still hear in the Big Brother circle, right? And then there's like Corey, America, Felicia. Like there's these people.
Like, I'm just so you know, I'm like Beyonce. I'm going solo. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. With everything that's happened recently, I'm going solo, babe. Love my brothers and sisters. They don't have to worry about me. Like
exactly. You'll host the Traitors next year. Who knows? That's what they might be. Alan might need help.
Baby, I would wear them out if I was hosting. I don't want to host. I want to go compete. I want to go and I want to show people that I can play on my own and lie and manipulate like I did before and make it to the end. So all these damn like people that have doubted me want to show it. I also want to represent for like the big gay guys or the the plus size community. There's not a lot of us.
Yeah.
On these shows that can compete. And if I can go do, I would love to go do Traitors. I would love to go do a season of the challenge just because the challenge to me just seems chaotic. Like I don't want to do nothing heights and I just want to make a whole stir and whole type of scene. But at least I know there's something physical, a lot of physical stuff that I can like outweigh these guys, lift more than these guys, hit these guys hard, And I would go do, I'm trying to think, I've never watched Dylan do Island. So like
I haven't either, but I've only heard good stuff.
Yeah, I'm like this. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Like any network that wants to pick up Big D and take off running, I am so about it. If CBS called me to come and do something, I would go and go do it. But, it's just like, I don't think that's happening and that's okay. But I would, of course, my dream would be another BB Reindeer Games because it would be right up my alley. I would, and I know exactly how I'm coming in. I'm coming in painted green, prostate and all, okay, as the Grinch. I'm coming in as the big ass
That'd be so
and
good.
let the fans eat it and gag on it.
Well, also like, I don't know, BB Reindeer Games was only like 6 episodes. It was not that long.
It wasn't. And
So like, that's what I'm saying.
2 weeks.
I don't know. I do think though that, I always say this, the Traitors is a celebration of reality TV's greatest. And I think that they really hit it hard this year and it's paying off. It's everywhere. These people are everywhere. Not Ivar. But, it's just like, I think that they really, really, really did a good job this season.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I'm hoping next season they continue doing that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think everybody right now is hoping to get a call. I would love to get a call. I just want to compete again.
Yeah.
We would love to see that. That would be.
It would just be so good. Come on.
Think
about it.
I have a good story. And some people will take it as, he's desperate or he's ungrateful or
No.
unappreciative. I will say this. And not to bring it up, I will say, I put out a tweet the other day that was very like just saying how my feelings felt.
Yeah.
And I try to use an example. Let's say all three of us I planned to sleep over and I only invited one of you guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
You will feel some type of way. Boy bands, boy bands. Think about girl groups. So, I can't confirm. I can only think about the stuff I read online.
Yeah.
But if the stuff online is true, it does solidify that I'm the only one in my alliance that I started did not get a chance to compete again on a CBS show since we left our season, and especially when I have, reached out and asked. And still got nothing or nothing in return. But all I do is go, it's okay, it's not my time. My time's coming. I'm gonna be a cheerleader and cheer everybody else on. And my feelings are just hurt. That's all. Like I'm not saying you're trying to network.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say.
I'm grateful. I am very thankful I went to go do Big Brother. I'm very happy I got the opportunity. I came in second place. Just people that don't make it past the damn first fucking week. Okay. Yeah. And I'm very happy that I got that opportunity. But only reason I feel left out is because there's a group of people that gave you the most historic thing that's ever happened on reality TV, gave you the most historic thing, and you have gave each of them Depending on the rumors, we don't know. I don't know. I gotta wait until it's finalized.
Allegedly.
But allegedly, if it is true, I'm the only one now who's not got a chance, especially coming in second place. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna call me to go do the Challenge USA too. I'm not gonna lie. I thought like once they brought back the US 2, I was like, oh my God, they can call me now. Yes, I'm so excited. They were like, no.
Well, I'm not just glazing you up, but I mean, you were the person who I rooted for on 23, you and Tiffany. And it's pretty surreal because like you say stuff like that, and I don't know, watching, because 23 was the first Big Brother season I watched live, other than like the celebrities.
A lot of people are, and I think that what I mean by that is that there's so many people that I don't know, like when I was reading so much stuff online, hearing about people turning down opportunities and hearing about the same people that keep calling for things, I just be so confused because I'd be like, y'all y'all kind of now forcing people to have to just stand these people. And not saying that they're all good people, because I believe everybody's a good person, but it's like, baby, there's over 500 plus 600 players in Big Brother and Survivor, because I feel the same way about Survivor, that you guys can call to come back and do things. It would not hurt throwing other people a bone, but I feel like, tell you the truth, it's about favoritism and it's also about your following. I don't have a big following. I don't have numerous Big D stan accounts. When you look up Big D, it comes up porn, unfortunately. And, it's just like, I don't know what else to do. I can only do so much, but I keep trying to tell everybody I'm here to provide entertainment. I don't give a fuck about winning. What I do care about is paying me to show up, and I will give you what you want.
Exactly. Like it's crazy that like this is even a conversation. Like if you told me right now, talk about something that happened in Big Brother 23, the first thing that comes to my head, and it's so freaking niche, but it's when you were talking to Whitney, right? And you were like, you wear that to the gym? And she's like, yeah, this is my gym clothes. And you're like, okay. And then you read her, like, it's just like little stuff like that where it's like I think that like you're a very big personality, and I don't understand why you are not treated like
I will never understand it, but I will tell you this. The one thing I have learned is I'm very happy that I made my relationships up with everybody. But I feel like because I made my relationships, I'm wondering if it like closed doors for me having storylines. And I can't make fake storylines. I'm not a fake person. I will bring you drama based on what's happening right there and then. I brought you drama in Big Brother 23. I even when we got down to the cookout, I still was providing issues and problems within the cookout.
Weren't you the if I'm remembering right, weren't you like the sole vote at a certain point in time?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a whole big thing.
Yeah.
Yes. And here's the crazy part. Production, I knew who I was voting for.
Yeah.
But production was like, don't give it away. Like, go play it up. So I made this whole like, I don't know if I'm gonna pick Kylan or Oz. I don't know who I'm gonna pick. I don't know who I'm gonna pick.
Well, think about it though. Your decision caused an iconic moment.
Caused an iconic moment. Caused the most biggest moment. And also, even afterwards, still had problems because Kylan walked out with my damn class ring. He wouldn't give it back to me because he was like, I want to make sure you vote for me. And I was like,
my God.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I don't know what to tell you. But here's another thing. The other thing that production did not do, and I tell people this, me and Kylan got into it. I fucking cursed Kylan the fuck out. And they never showed it. I wonder why. Because it wouldn't help. It wasn't a part of my storyline. They just wanted to show me arguing with the women. No, I fucking went in on the men too. But Kylan got a fucking Big D from Philadelphia. I was laying him out in the back room. But they never showed it.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
It's very upsetting, which did make me feel like, okay, so you guys didn't. And then when I went into, I hate talking about this shit. Fuck. When I went into production, it's time for us to do our journey. Okay, I want to talk about my journey. Okay, where's the clip of me and Xavier crying in the first week when we were making our final 2 deal, talking about us being like 2 black men and like how we really want to look out for each other? You go, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't have that footage. So it just looks like Xavier just like carried me like
Yeah.
looked like me and Xavier were. Y'all didn't show none of the moves of me and Xavier like manipulating.
Well,
Me and Xavier told each other everything. We told everything within the cookout. We were like,
that's the difference between the live feeds and the show.
But even with the live feeds, I feel like
there's still the narrative.
There was no like I couldn't find no clips of when me and Xavier would meet and be like, all right, so what's going on? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
None of that. It just made it look like I was just getting passed around to see what's gonna happen.
Well, I want to say, never say never. Let's all rally around. If you,
I need somebody to start a petition at this point.
If we see
it's long overdue. Your return to reality TV is long overdue at this point.
If in June, if I see you in a rumored cast, we'll be so happy. But
fingers crossed.
I would love to go. I'm glad to know. I hope they do film in May and June.
Yeah.
I can give up my world pride for DC. It's okay. I'll let it go. But I'm like, anything past June, I don't know what to tell you because I definitely have a trip to go up to Massachusetts for a whole week.
Where are you going?
I'm actually going to I am going to Providence, Massachusetts. I'm sorry, P-Town, which is Provincetown, Massachusetts.
Nice,
so,
nice.
We're from Mass. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going up there for Bear Week. So I paid a lot of money for my trip, and I'm like this. So as long as you film before that, we good. If you want
have you ever been?
Do it during that week. Don't do it during that week. I'm telling you that now.
Have you ever been?
This is my second time going, and I will say it is it's so great to like be able to go. The first time I didn't have a long time. I went for 3 days and I felt very like all over the place. This time I'm going for like a Monday to a Saturday.
No, it's nice.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Let's go to the beach or let's do some drinking. Because when I went for 3 days, it was like drink, sleep, party, hungover, drink, sleep, party. It was no time, and then it's like, all right, it's time to hit the road to go back home. And I was like,
there's a lot to do there. There's a lot to do.
It was a lot. So this time I'm going with a group of friends. But I would love, if they call me, I would be thankful. For me right now, I'm just hoping that I don't think I said anything bad, towards the network.
No, you've always made it clear.
I think that I'm just expressing my feelings of just feeling left out. And it is not that I'm entitled or feel like you deserve to, you don't like, why do you think you deserve? It's just more of, hey, if you have a group of people and you consider them all a group of people and you gave them all a chance, besides one a second chance, you kind of should at least allow at least everybody a fair chance. And that's it.
Right.
That's the way I look at it.
And
if it was like 2 or 3 people, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, okay, they just called them 3. All right, well, I guess that's what it is. Let me go be looking for other things. So, but if Traitors call me, I'm 100% ready. I will give them what they want. They would not regret it.
They would not. Well,
even if somebody tried to vote me out, I'd be like, I'm not going to fuck nowhere. So who you want me to be production like Ivar? Do you want me to play behind the scenes? What do you want me to do? Is there a comeback?
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere. You better go get that ginger beer man to come take me out. I'm not
Fergus.
Going nowhere.
Get Fergus.
I need 3 episodes at least to get me some more followers and brand deals. I'm not going nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's
oh god. Well,
hopefully, you can't let them pull a Wells on you.
No,
you
better not Dorinda. No, you better not Dorinda Big D. I swear to God.
I already have my plan. I would be such a messy traitor to the point that the traitors would want to keep me. So they want to fight for me because people would think I'm a traitor, but then also I'm so good with the faithfuls that they wouldn't want to get rid of me.
Come on, y'all.
Right.
Peacock.
That's what we want. That's the TV we want to see. We want to see Big D on Traitors.
NBC Peacock.
You come in with a different hairstyle, girl traitor. Why your hair pinned up? Their hair is never pinned up. Yeah. So what's up? What do you want to talk about? Because you got something to talk about because you got your hair pulled back.
Just don't come after Mary Cosby though. Don't just I wouldn't. You know. Like
I love Mary Cosby, but let me tell you something. Mary Cosby come up into that crazy ass shit. I'm be like, Miss Cosby, are you related to Bill Cosby? Because the way you're acting right now, I'm not playing with you today.
This is not The Bachelor, and I don't have to kiss your ass for a rose. Yeah.
This is not the Bill Cosby show, girl. You better wake it up. You better wake it up.
Bobblehead. Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
so do you have anything to plug? We know your social media. We'll put it down in the
Oh my
description.
God. Thank you guys. So listen, I will might be my I'm being honest. I think you guys got to last the Big D for a very long time. And that's just for me just taking time to
Yeah,
myself.
and
Yeah.
that's good. And hopefully even more time to be filming in a castle in Scotland, right?
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed.
If you're
We'll have
not,
to wait
yeah.
and see.
If you're not active on socials, it's either we're taking a break or we're in Scotland. It's one of the two.
Yeah, no, I will be just taking some time to myself.
Yeah.
That's good.
I still will be helping out with obviously you guys know the Heavy Crown Network.
Yep.
We're recapping Traitors and Survivor and Big Brother. So I'll still support my sisters, in the network and still make sure I do everything else. I think I'm just now at a different point of I just want to open myself up for other networks and more opportunities.
Yes, 100%.
I feel like I've been so focused on CBS shows and trying to be like, I'm here, like, look at me, I'm here. And now I think I just now feel like I don't want to anymore. I want other people to see me. I don't want to be stuck in this Big Brother box. Like, I want to
Yeah.
because I'm Derek Frazier and I want to keep working on that. And right now I've been losing weight. I've lost over like 71 pounds.
That's awesome.
I go back to school now. So only thing I want to plug is that I want to tell you guys, continue doing what you're doing. I love that you guys had this, thing since you guys are in second grade. Please understand sometimes businesses, because I could talk about this because I had this type of situation. Just make sure you guys are listening to each other and hearing each other and take the breaks that you need. Don't give up, but just take the breaks that you need and don't let a business ruin a friendship. Because those things can happen.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of you
Yeah.
guys. I can't wait to see you guys when you're like fucking 30 subscribers and you're like Rob the podcast and you're talking about all these different shows. If you ever want me to come back and shoot the shit about Drag Race or any of these shows.
Well, I mean, it would be pretty awesome if we did get someone who was potential Traitors winner. I don't know. We'll
Traitors
see.
winner,
Well,
Big
I-
D.
I'm gonna hold out hope. I'm gonna hold out hope.
We will hold out hope, but
It might not be this season, but
I'm trying to make
I'm
this
holding
my
out.
last, like, maybe I should say week because it feels like I still gotta do a TikTok live tonight with two people that asked me to come and do it. And I said, okay, I'll come in for a little bit, but I gotta make this my last week of talking about Big Brother. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's time. It's time
I
for you to
would talk
put it
about
behind
the
you and other things.
Yes, and I would talk about the games. I would talk about players. I would talk about things like that. And we're talking about traders, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just know when Big Brother 27 come around, I ain't got nothing for you except wish the best of luck to all you guys.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you so much for joining us. This was
can
great.
For Big D, let's go, everybody.
Round of applause for Big D.
Thank you so much. The Sweet Potato Podcast.
Yeah.
The next time
there we go.
expect some damn sweet potatoes.
That's what I'm
Sweet
saying.
potato.
Yeah.
That's how they say it in the South. You want some sweet potatoes?
Yeah, we'll make some fries, some bakes.
No, you gotta
Mash
mash
them
them up.
Mash
Mash them up.
them
Throw
up.
some brown sugar in there.
Come on, brown.
Sweet potato
Look,
pie.
I have made sweet potatoes dice. I have made dice. Really good. And I
Oh,
do
they're
brown-
delicious.
Oh yeah.
I tear it up.
I had sweet potato and mango together. It was an Indian dish.
Oh, that's good too.
It was
That's
very
good.
good.
Oh, okay.
It
That
was
sounds
very
good. Yeah.
It was very good.
Yes.
I
Well,
have to do that.
thank you so much for recapping this season of the Traitors, and that's all, folks.
Yeah. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.